beers.
Yeah, good, thanks. Bloody
Beers.
Blowing the froth off.
Hello and welcome back to the Bloody Brilliant Beers podcast, brought to you by Bluebet.
Guess you could say konnichiwa. That's Klutz. I'm Das. We are the Bloody Brilliant Beers. We started off reviewing craft beers on Facebook, and now we bring you the conversations that you'd more than likely hear at the front bar at your local. And Klutzy, we're coming to the people from our local, which is what?
Ni hao, Caxton.
The Caxton Hotel, Peachtree Terrace in Queensland, the greatest pub of them all. This is our Blowing the Froth Off episode, where we hear from you guys, the Frothies. So if you want to get involved, give us a call, 073-103-3389. You can leave us a message there, and we'll play the best ones out on next week's show. How are you, Josh?
Mate, I am pumped and ready. You've been talking up some of these calls.
They're great.
So I'm excited. I am going to say I'm not refreshed from a big weekend.
Just guessing, you mean?
Yeah, I'm just guessing.
Because it's currently Wednesday.
Yeah, because it's currently Wednesday, my dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
Before we get into the calls, though, there's one thing we must do, and that's get a bloke down our throat, as we love to do at the Caxton Hotel.
Yes, we do.
Why are you smirking?
Oh,
like
dude,
that?
no, I'm just feeling like I'm so twitchy at the moment.
Just feeling giggly?
I cut something on my knuckle today. And I've just had like a little flap of skin, and I just got distracted by it. So I just sort of ripped that off. Sort of in the same way that I ripped the lid off this bloke that I got down my throat. So if you want to rip the lid off with blokes this weekend or whenever really, head to blokeinabar.com, put in your postcode, and you can find all your local stockers.
Yep.
I actually don't know how I tied that in, but I'm really happy.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Thank you. I'll see you next week, guys.
Just so we can, sort of get Klutz off the air, let's get into our first call before he goes too rogue.
Klutz, Das. It's the Oceanographer here, responding to your urgent SOS regarding the underground ocean. Well, fuck a duck, you boys are in luck, as I'm even more qualified to help you out than you might have thought. Not only am I a world-class oceanographer, but believe it or not, I also have a genuine degree in chemistry. Oh. Shout out to Melbourne Uni, who, for reasons I won't go into now, can go fuck themselves with a sea urchin. But anyways, there's a bit of chemistry involved here, and I reckon I can help reduce your head noise a little. I can hear you saying now, is there anything this man can't do? The answer is no. I can do everything, which explains why I look like Jesus.
He actually does.
Anyways, I've legitimately researched this and read some of the literature, and to summarise, they say that scientists have discovered an ocean beneath the Earth's surface that may contain approximately 3 times more water than the big angry puddle we all know and love. Whilst this is not untrue, to say it's an ocean is, in my humble opinion, the biggest load of shit since Bono. Because this water isn't wet like the chin of a vegetable, and it doesn't flow like a post-coffee shit. It doesn't even splash when you throw a child into it. This water is contained deep within the chemical structure of an incredibly hard rock called ringwoodite. For the Melburnians out there, this is not to be confused with someone from Ringwood, who is more accurately referred to as a cunt. Only around 1% of the rock is actually water anyway. Like, the human body is 60% water, and last time I checked, we don't call a mass grave a fucking underground lake. Calling it an ocean is like wanking into a carton of milk and claiming you've got a litre of cum. Except you can't butt chug ringwoodite. It's not exactly even water, because the water molecules have split due to the high pressure underground. They're calling it a 4th phase of water, but again, maybe a stretch. I don't think this part's important anyway. But look, there's nothing lurking down there. We don't need to worry about giant fucking lava squid from the centre of the earth, or megalodons made of fire being ejected from volcanoes into the streets. God only knows I'm not going to experiment with that shit. I've got my hands and more full with the ocean we've got here on the surface. Basically, to summarise, scientists found out that some rock deep underground contains a bit of water because there's so much of the shit, there's enough water to fill the ocean 3 times over. Big deal for geologists, means fuck all for the rest of us. Hopefully, I've been able to settle you down. stop you freaking out. Let me know if you got any more questions. Oceanographer, out.
Pretty good summary there, I think.
That's a very good summary, and I feel at ease now.
So do I. I'll be able to sleep a lot better tonight, even though I'm sleeping on my brother's couch. But,
Yeah, that's all right.
thankfully, thanks to the Oceanographer, I'll have a beautiful night's sleep.
Yeah, fucking nice.
Always love to hear from you there, mate. Thanks for putting the effort in.
Thank you for putting in the hard yards.
And for answering our calls.
That's great.
Yeah.
We'll have to find some more C facts.
Yeah, we will. I'm sure that's not the last we've heard of him. Yeah.
I'd love to hear your opinion on the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, okay. Good one.
I would love that because apparently it's in fucking the ocean.
Isn't it? Is a loch
lake.
the ocean?
I don't know.
Well, let's wait
It's a
to
big
hear.
lake
Let's
or
wait to
something.
hear.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Please explain
Let
the
us
Loch
know.
Ness Monster
Yeah.
to us.
Anyway, moving on.
It's Inspector Small Gadget here. I just wanted to inquire about your heaviest night on the piss in terms of financially. Myself had a fairly cheap night on Goon and a couple of double blacks until I decided to go home and fall asleep on the shower. Blocked the plug and proceeded to flood my entire apartment level, breaking 9 fridges, lifting floorboards in 7 apartments, and breaking a total of 4 computers. $27,000 later, I am still paying my mother back in interest repayment.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Piss the sheets. Don't fall on the shower because you're going to get a horrendous hickey on your ass.
Holy fuck. That is so much money, dude.
Holy fuck. Can you imagine the head noise?
Dude.
Imagine waking up and be like, fuck, the apartment's flooded, and then going outside and being like, oh, this
fuck,
extends
everything's
much further
flooded.
than my apartment.
That is so fuck.
Oh, I hate that so
How does
much.
that happen?
I don't know, man.
Bro, like, I've never understood the sleeping in the shower.
Yeah. I think people just like pass out.
Yeah. But, like, if water was splashing against me,
Yeah.
I would just be like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm awake.
I'm awake.
I can understand going to sleep in a warm bath.
Yeah, yeah. I see what you mean.
I've definitely gone a little bit naughty.
Yeah.
But, yeah, if water's fucking splashing on me, I think I'm awake.
Yeah. That's fucking.
I've definitely never had anything like that as well.
Also, my most
close
expensive
to.
night would not even hold a flame to that.
No.
I don't think I've even spent like $1,000 on a night out. Like mine would be in the hundreds, not
Or
not including.
Fuck.
Like, there might be one when I did a drunken big purchase or something, but not actually on the night out.
I've done some weird purchases when drunk. I spoke about it 2 years ago. I
Buy
think.
some game or something.
Yeah, bro. I had some wild turkey rares, and I woke up in the middle of the night to this ding, and I purchased Dynasty Warriors.
And it was downloading.
And it was downloading
I
and
remember that.
completed. But fuck, I remember my dumbest thing I've done on the piss with money. Australia Day a few years ago. I got some payment for something. Strax and I went to the casino after a full day on the piss.
Had a feeling that that's where this story was
Yeah,
going.
and wanted to see how quickly we could go through this sum of money on the pokies.
Which is the right idea with money.
Yeah. It was stupid to do, but the next day I woke up and I was just like, I'm so
Fuck.
upset with myself.
Yeah.
Tom is such a bad influence on me,
Big time. Stay away
but
from
he's a
that,
good
man.
influence in
In other
other
ways.
things.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Moving on.
A bunch of fucking stairs. Just a quick one. Just want to know any childhood games you used to play. A kid, he looked back now and think, what the fuck was I thinking? My stepbrother was saying he used to play cats and dogs, and him and his mates used to go around the front yard, sniff each other's asses and pissing on trees. Get a bloke up here. Stairs.
oh my god. That is so. Can you imagine walking past and seeing her?
Sniffing each other's asses.
Oh my god! Imagine doing that now.
No,
Bro.
thanks, bro. Not yours.
Do you want to play cats and dogs next weekend?
No fucking way, mate. Not with you.
Dude, imagine doing it with the boys now and what they would do to you.
Oh, don't you have a fucking similar story with digging holes in the backyard?
Yeah, I was
Not
about
playing
to say, I
dogs.
was about to say, this went around my primary school. People were bringing it up left, right, and centre. Fear Factor was a big show when we were growing up, and it was myself and a bunch of the boys that went to school with, like Larry, Rico, Trubby,
Yeah,
Liam.
good blokes.
Henwood, all those fellas. We played footy and everyone came back to my place and we just dug this little hole. And our fear factor was we just found random things from around the yard and poured them into this hole. And you had to see how long you could keep your head in there. So there was like...
it was like dog shit.
Bro, there was dog shit. There was cat shit. There was guinea pig poo. There was piss. We got fucking fuel.
Like petrol.
Got petrol, motor oil. We just got all this random shit.
Fucking hell.
Poured it in. And literally, I think Mum was like, what are you guys doing? And it's like one of us just had our heads in there.
Made me feel sick.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, it explains a lot. It explains a fuck ton.
Big time.
But
that's a fucked game to
yeah,
play, man.
it went around the school, Little St. Finney's, and a lot of people laughed at us.
Yeah, quite funny.
But
What a fun game.
a lot of people can't say that they were part of Fear Factor when they were 7
There
years
you go.
old.
Yeah, you can.
Like
and now you're sort of like Joe Rogan with a podcast.
Fuck.
Moving on.
Help me.
Klutz and Darsehole, I'm really nervous, but I have this really good idea. What if instead of saying 3 years ago, you say when Klutzy had 27 years left? And that is like 3 beer walk. Instead it's like, oh, you know, when Klutzy had 27, instead of saying it was 3 years ago. Thank you. Goodbye. Love you both. Oh, here's a nice hang-up. I'm on a free phone. Here's a beautiful hang-up.
It's good, good to hear.
So fucking funny.
Good to hear free phones making you come back too. But yeah, for people who aren't really clued into that joke, someone basically commented on one of Klutzy's ordinary rig things saying he'd be dead at 50, and the running joke is that he's only got, you know, well, it was 23 years to go at the time, but now it's 22. So
Yeah, now it's 22. Fucking hell. When did I win my 6th grade premiership?
how many years ago was that?
It was 27 years to go.
Yeah, 27 years to go.
Yes. Well, I had 27 years
we
to go.
won't use years anymore. It'll
Wow.
be it's sort of like BC, you know, like BC
Yeah.
and AC.
Fuck, when was the Broncos' last premiership?
That would have been
Well, I had 39 years to go.
something like that. Yeah,
Yeah, boom.
you're good at maths,
Jeez.
so it'll be easy for you.
Yeah.
You're good at quick
Now that I
maths.
understand what it is.
Yeah.
I
So
like that.
that's, if you want to talk to us about dates, we'll need that, please.
Fucking hell. That's so good.
Moving on.
It's the South Aussie Mozzie. How the bloody hell are you?
Good
Well, thanks,
ball.
mate.
How are you? You little
Dan
stinger.
freaking sensational. Just a quick one for you today. Quick question. Who the fuck looked at a cow titty and went, that liquid that's in that, I'm going to squeeze it, I'm going to get it in my mouth, and then you know what? I'm going to put it on cornflakes. Who the fuck decided to do that? You need help, serious help. I'll find you a number. 1300655506 is reading and writing, but you need more than that. Anyway, have a good day. Bloody hell, don't piss the sheets. Kiss it, sheets, jeets. Oh, yeah.
Bit
Thank
of
you, South Aussie
improvisation
Mozzie.
at the
I
end.
like
there,
it. I
reckon.
like it.
Yeah.
Funny that he mentions that the milk was then put onto cornflakes, because there has to be a correlation between being horny to milk something and then eating something that
To
makes you
stop
not
yourself
horny.
being horny. Yeah. I
Yeah.
wonder what came first, the milk or the cornflakes, though.
Oh, definitely the milk.
Yeah.
So probably a lot of people, maybe it's like a sexual frustration thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was just like,
Maybe the
almost
horniness that the cornflakes were brought in to curb was because of milk
yeah,
and people milking cows.
yeah, that could be true. Maybe it's because they were like, well, milk, titties, we can drink that.
Yep.
Should be fine.
Should be fine.
But honestly, like, it is sort of scat to think about.
Very scat.
The first person that just went,
I'm going to milk a cow.
Yeah,
I'm going to pull on that.
I'm gonna pull on that.
Yeah.
That little thing hanging down.
I'm going to pull
I'm
on
gonna
it.
have a pull.
Also, doesn't it hurt cows if they don't get milked?
I think so.
How did we know that? Like, what happened? Did cows just die the first? Like, you know
Well,
what
I
I
reckon there's an increase in moos.
True.
It's probably
Why is this fucking thing mooing non-stop?
yeah, the MPH. Never was meant to be
Moos per
miles per
hour.
hour. Yeah, it's moos per hour, not miles.
Makes
So
sense.
look, we're cracking the code here. But yeah, if you see a cow in distress, just
Give it a tug.
grab those titties and you'll help with the
Well,
rest.
thank you later.
Yeah, I like that.
Moving on.
Oi, it's the Phantom here. thought I'd give you a little call because I'm dealing with a lot of fucking head noise right now.
Oh, no.
Just pulled into the Roadhouse to get a quick feed on the way back down to town. So I'll stop in, take a little bit of a shit in there. Male toilet's blocked, no worries. I'll use the disabled one. I'm in there, get me business done, get the job done, come out. There's a fucking bloke in a wheelchair sitting there fucking looking at me. Gives me the dirtiest look. I've just got my head in shame, boys. I give him a little wave, nothing. Doesn't do anything, just rolls on in there. I don't know how to fucking deal with that. Anyways, I'll leave you on a positive note. It was a clean snap. One wipe and I was out of there.
Fuck
Anyways.
Cut off at the end there, but lucky you for the one wipe, to be honest.
Look, obviously an unfortunate circumstance, but at the same time...
What do you do?
Like, I don't see any problem...
Neither do I.
...with that sort of thing.
Especially if the toilet's blocked.
Dude, if the toilet's blocked, you're making it a bigger problem.
Absolutely.
Some poor plumber's got to come and plunge the shit that's on top.
And probably not even that at the start. Some fucking poor casual worker's got to go and deal with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some kid who's at uni has to doesn't want to deal with that.
So when I was a manager at Macca's, I used to offer up free meals.
Yeah.
To whoever would go and
sort that out.
Clean up the poo from the...
Did people take that up?
Fuck yeah.
It'd have to be a fucking...
Dude, I had a run of Macca's.
It'd have to be like a fucking Le Bubble steak or something. I'm not taking a Macca's meal for that.
Right. One of the grossest things ever. I can't deal with vomit.
Yeah.
Well documented.
Very well documented.
A kid projectile vomited at the top of the slide in the clear window and then on the slide.
Oh, no.
And I was like...
I can't do this.
I can't do that, first of all. I don't want to do it. And I can't fit up there.
Yeah, thank God.
I was like, I'll give someone a free meal if they go and clean it up. And this kid, his name was Matt. He's just like, yep. And just went and got a bucket and stuff. Went up, was so excited.
Good on him. Shout out to Matt.
But got his free meal. I was like, what are you after, mate? You can get whatever. I was got a large cheeseburger meal. I was like, what? I was like, do you want anything else, dude? You're like, no, man, just large cheeseburger.
Yeah, good on him.
I was like,
he's in it for the love.
Dude. Oh, man.
He's probably a fucking working in Macca's head office now.
Bro, maybe.
Head employee.
Maybe.
Anyway, moving on. Shout out to Matt.
Yeah, good day, Klutz and Das. It's the terrible TAB tipper here, feeling as rough as fucking 40 grit sandpaper. Just found a free phone near my hotel. Got to meet Darcy last night, DJ Darshole. I'll tell you what, refereeing was woeful. So, here's a bit of a knock-on and scrum form hang-up for you boys. Alrighty? No worries. Alright, we got a knock-on. Broncos, pack the scrum. Too easy, boys. You have a good one.
That is so jubilant.
Lovely to meet you, mate. Can you imagine him standing on the side of the road there? Oh, we got a knock on. Hopefully did the hand signals with it. We'll pack the scrum.
That's so funny.
As I said before, it's great to have the free phones making a bit of a re-emergence.
I forgot, dude. Dad messaged me and he's like, have you used any of the free phones up at Woodgate? I was like, fuck. Forgot.
I have to christen them. Lovely to meet you though as well. Terrible TAB tipper. Hope you had a great birthday, even though the Bronx couldn't get it done. Moving on.
Hey, boys. Just I'm an apprentice plumber here. I'm at a person's house changing their flexi hoses, right? And they were eating fucking Smith's barbecue chips and dipping it in mayo.
Oh!
And
that's weird, right?
I took a picture once old mate fucked off of his plate and I sent it to my group chat and one of my mates reckons it's a fucking smashing combo. That's got me, and I honestly, I think it's fucked. It's got me thinking, what are some weird fucking combos out there? I don't really have any besides like the fucking QP mayo in the pie, like home baked pie.
Oh.
But yeah, it was fucked. I was fucking couldn't believe my eyes. Yeah, yeah.
Dude, QP's pretty good with fucking.
I think QP could go with anything. I've definitely never thought of it with a pie.
I had like a bacon and cheese toasty for brekkie. Just cooked it at home. Put QP on it with tomato sauce. Yeah, nice. Delicious. Yeah.
Bro, I've heard that. Actually, I'm pretty sure it came up on this podcast. Someone would use mayo.
Yeah, instead of butter
on their toast.
Apparently a game changer.
Apparently awesome. That though, I think
pretty weird.
Potato chips or like, I think
potato chips don't need sauces, bro.
Yeah, they don't need sauces. But I'm thinking about it more now, and it's funny how we find that so weird. But if you were to get like a
hot chips,
fine, or a barbecue cracker,
Like
and
a
dip it in
sarkatar or
like
something.
sarkatar
Yeah.
and dip it in like
cream onion or
something like that.
Yeah.
It's normal.
Yeah. Dude, I had the exact same thought process. When I first heard that, I was like, that is fucked. And then I was like, how is that different to a hot chip?
Yeah.
And a hot chip with mayo is not weird at all. In
No,
fact, it's
not.
delicious.
It's delicious.
Maybe we
some
need to try
weird-
it.
Yeah, maybe we need to try it. Some weird flavour combos though. Peanut butter and jelly's always been a weird one.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and strawberry jam, sorry.
I also love Vegemite and avocado.
Vegemite and avocado. Dude, I
Divine.
don't think that's that weird.
Yeah. Probably not.
Fuck, I just had one on the tip of my tongue there. Oh, dude, I don't get the craze of happens at the movies a lot. Say like Maltesers and popcorn.
Yeah.
I don't like the
Popcorn
chocolate with
and
the salty
fucking,
stuff.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
No, for me.
Oh, I don't mind that as much, but you can't have too much.
Yeah, okay.
That's why the cocktails were right the other night.
Yeah, true.
But
There'll be plenty out there, I'm sure.
There's plenty out there. Reach out to us if you've got something that you're shamed. People shame you for, or that you think people should be shamed for.
Yeah.
For foods in particular, or just weird combos.
Moving on.
Hey boys, just ringing in. Just finished listening to fucking last week's On the Piss podcast. Yeah, one of the stories I got told that I found out, well, I hope it's a lie. Don't put any coins in your mouth because they've been up a Chinaman's bum. To think about. I think Dad got me with that one. Cheers, boys. Have a good one.
That was obviously in response to like the light on in the car is illegal. Yeah. Don't
Fucking
put
hell, that
coins
is
in
so
the Chinaman's bum.
My God.
To be fair, I wouldn't be putting coins in my mouth, but I highly doubt that that's where they've been.
I was just always told don't do that because it's dirty as fuck and you don't know who's touch them.
Chinaman's bum's pretty funny though.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Merry Easter, Glutz and Asshole. It's a stiff cocker here. I was just pondering and have a quick question for Joshua Cuddlefish or whatever his fucking name is. So you're a plumber and you deal with water and fucking shit like that. So how the fuck are the fucking bridge things made? Not bridge things. You know the fucking things that the bridge like scaffolds or whatever the fuck they're called. The pillars for the bridges, and they hold it in the water. That's what I'm trying to get at. Do they just drop a big concrete log and hammer it down? Like, what's the go there? I am absolutely mind-boggled. But I'll leave that one with you. Love ya.
Bridge scaffold. Oh, you mean the pillars?
Bro, how cooked are you? Someone has had
a big Easter
a lot
weekend.
of devil's lettuce.
Yeah.
What I think he's talking about, and as a plumber, I would have zero idea on.
He's talking about how they
Is he talking about bridges going into rivers?
Yeah, and like
And the
how they put
pillars?
the pillars into the riverbed. Yeah, because it's a fucking good point. How do they secure them?
Dude, I think they just dredge it out and then you like sink it down that far.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out. I've got
I'm
no
fairly
idea.
sure like it's a precast fucking pillar.
Yeah, but it's
A
kind of
big,
weird.
heavy
That it's just
thing.
like sitting in water. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they go so deep that it's not
they'd have
in
to go
water,
so
if you know
deep.
what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I'm fairly sure they would go.
So it's essentially the same as like being on land almost.
Yeah, pretty much. I think.
Surely there's some engineers out there.
Do we
that could
do
reach out and
some?
help.
Do we do some?
No, I reckon we don't research that. It's going to be
Okay.
way too hard to figure out. But if someone's out there listening that knows, please let us know because it's a fucking good question. We'll move on. While Clutzy Googles.
G'day, Clutz and Dust. It's your boy Saber Soldier. How are ya?
Good ball. How are
thanks,
you?
mate.
Yeah, mate, doing well myself. Not bad to hear. All right. Fucking 4 on Easter Sunday. Happy Easter to all you motherfuckers and Mr. Fuckers out there. Got a bit of a thing for you. Going back to the last couple of podcasts, you mentioned about the GYG breakfast burrito and how it was superior. Now, I don't like being the bearer of bad news, but I prefer the Hungry Jack's breakfast burrito or breakfast wrap. I don't know what it is about the GYG one, but I'm always choking. And yeah, you can laugh all you fucking want. I honestly have tried it different ways. I've tried it with and without things. I somehow always choke. It's confused the fuck out of me to no end. So if you guys have got some ideas on how to fix it, please let me know. I'm more happy to keep trying it, try and find the one that works for me. But
for now, Hungry Jack's superior. All right, boys, Jeeps and your cheese, give them heaps. Happy Easter. Get fucking clicker.
Well, actually, instead of getting quicker, slow down.
Yeah, maybe that's
Maybe slow down, bro.
I've eaten a lot of brekkie burritos and I've never choked.
I've never
on one.
choked. Maybe you've got an affinity for stringy bacon. I don't know.
Yeah.
Get the chorizo. But they are the best brekkie burrito on the market.
and also
as soon as he said, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, I know in the past that we've had food takes that he has, I forgot what they have been. I'd have to go back, which I'm not willing to do at all.
Not even
every
remotely.
single one of your food things we have disagreed with.
I will not
And
budge
we have
on the
been
GYG
right.
brekkie burrito. I will not budge on it.
Das doesn't like Mexican.
No, I don't.
I remember the first time we had the GYG brekkie burritos.
When we played golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had two.
It was a 2-for-1 deal. And I was like,
2-for-1 deal, yeah.
which one do you want, Clutch? He's like, I was going to have both.
Yeah, it was fucking value.
And then I think I got a second one.
Yeah.
Because like, well, it's free anyway. And I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you ate half of it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, which is fucked. That was a big day of food. But
It was a big day of food.
they are the best brekkie burrito you can have.
You can't compare them to the brekkie wrap from Hungry Jack's. It's
too
different.
hard.
There's no like...
Do you know what I'm excited about going to TAFE next week for?
What?
I drive past GYG on my way.
Yeah, bro.
So like
Maybe
once
you
a
can do an
week I'll get a burrito.
instructional video on how to
Yeah.
eat it without choking.
Imagine if I choked.
Just to edit, cut, like come back here all red faced with tears in your eyes.
Yeah, I like that. Sorry, just a real quick update. The pile drivers or concrete pillars or the steel pillars, whatever, they're dropped into the water and hammered to the bottom depending on the depth of the water and the type of soil underneath. The pile is hammered into water to the bottom until it becomes battered. So I'm pretty sure you just whack the fuck out of the cunt. And
Till
it's
it
obviously
doesn't
going to go
move
through the
any
base
longer.
of the river.
Yeah.
And then depending
Into the
on,
core
they'll
of the
test the
earth.
soil. Yeah. And
Yeah.
they literally just drive it. Pile drive into the core of the earth.
Kind of scary when you think about like how big the Gateway Bridge is, and like that's just fucking down in the middle of the earth at the
Imagine
mercy
how
of the gods.
fucking far
and
deep
and I know
that
how
is.
big those pillars are too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's not talk about it. I won't be able to drive over it ever again. Moving on.
And Loza from Victoria here. I'm currently sitting on the floor in Richmond, about 100 metres away from the corner hotel. My friend Tamika's here, and she thinks she listens to the podcast, but she didn't even know that I was also from Victoria, so I don't believe her. Anywho, shut up! I just wanted to talk to you guys about when you get kicked out of a pub and they don't let you back in. Sorry, we didn't get kicked out. When you leave a pub willingly and they don't let you back in because they're about to close. What the fuck is that about? Anywho, I'm on the prowl in Richmond tonight. If any Victorian frothies want to hit me up. That fucking Machu Picchu guy, I didn't know what that was either, Clutch, so don't feel bad. But I did not know what that was. I thought he was standing in front of rocks too, so you and me both, sis. Anyway, hope you guys are having the best night ever. Love you so much. Shout out to the Reverend. He does not get enough credit for the podcast because of all that hard work he does. That was a joke. Anyway, love you guys. Bye.
A lot to unpack there.
I'm pretty sure she fucked the Reverend, so...
Really?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just
We
putting
can't
two
be
and
sure.
two together
Yeah,
from
we
when
can't
she
be
was up
sure.
here.
We can't be sure.
So, wow, maybe the Reverend could be having one of the best years
Of
of
his life.
2023.
Yeah.
But, Loza, mate...
Great to hear from you, first of all.
Great to hear from you, but this is showing your age. You have to be aware of when things close.
And lockouts? I thought they
And
didn't have them in Melbourne, but maybe it wasn't a
probably.
lockout. It's just like
The
them
pub's
actually
closing.
Yeah.
They don't want to let anyone else in you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We used to do it all the time where... Do you remember the mad rush
Yeah,
where
I do.
you would be...
Because there was lockouts in Brisbane.
Right, there was
after
lockouts
one, after 1 o'clock, you couldn't get in anywhere.
Anywhere. And you were locked into that club until the
Till
end of the
3
night.
or 3:30 when they shut. Yeah.
I remember multiple times.
Yeah. Being somewhere with cheap drinks, being like,
Yeah.
fuck, we need to get to where we want to be.
We need to get to Oh Hello.
Yeah, because they're going to shut the doors
But
at 1.
you'd be at our place having
Yeah,
the tea.
or Lemurs.
Yeah. Then you'd be like, fuck, I don't want to be here.
No.
Used to be so good. Or the most fucked run I used to do, Fridays to the Valley or the Valley to Fridays.
Yeah, fuck.
When you're fucking blind,
yeah.
and you've got like 15
Yeah,
minutes
to get there before lockout.
Yeah, it's fucked. A lot of the times you try and get a cab.
Also, shout out to all the frothies who have been commenting on pretty much everything we put up. This looks unreal, mate. Where is it?
Yeah.
Which was your comment on the Machu Picchu thing. It makes me laugh every time I see it. So if you see any post of ours, whether it be in the Frothies Facebook group or just on Instagram or TikTok or anything, please comment that and whoever's the first person, just like their comment because this fucking makes me smile every time.
Yeah,
so.
it's quite good.
Moving on.
Lads, how you going?
Good, thanks, mate.
How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Look, I was just listening to the Wednesday pod, and you're talking about your mate whose nut blew up. Well, I've got a story. So, I actually was house sitting for one of my mates, and during the night, I've woken up with a little bit of pain in my sack. And I've gone to the toilet, and I've sat down, and my nut's all swollen up. Now, I instantly knew what happened. The same thing happened to my mate. Now, I've woken my girlfriend up and said, oh, listen, you need to take me to hospital right now. My nuts are twisted, and we need to go, like, immediately. Got in the car. I'm, like, absolutely in hell. Feeling like I'm going to vomit the whole way there. We go to the hospital. It's like 4 a.m, mind you. We get to the hospital, we get there, they go, have you been vomiting? Blah, blah, blah. I go, no, not yet. Actually, while you're here, can I get a sick bag? Instantly throwing up. I'm throwing up until the doctors come out about 20 minutes later. Go in, first thing they do is get me on some painkillers, and I turn into the funniest bloke alive, pulling shit like, I swear to God, I'm a grower, not a shower. Stuff like that. But you should get your mate to get properly checked out because your nuts last 6 hours after they've been twisted before they die, and they have to be surgically removed. I got there with maybe like an hour to spare before surgery. Before it would have died. So now my nuts are all tied to the side and shit. Anyway, just thought I'd let you know it's incredibly common between gentlemen between the ages of 22 and 35.
Fuck!
Bit of awareness, testicular torsion. Anyway, see ya.
Testicular torsion, spread awareness.
Fuck!
That is terrifying.
Bro, that is literally one of my worst nightmares.
Yeah. You know what also is really funny?
Is that a call that came in the Savo, by the way?
No, it was last week. Cool. One of the funniest things is I put a little note at the top of every call so I know what it is. I'm coming like the one before that was Loz, obviously, because it was Loz. That one, obviously, autocorrected. It says Tortini.
Tortini.
When it came, I was like, what the fuck is this call about? I can't even remember. Tortini.
Bro, that is so fucked.
Terrifying, mate. Fucking miss me with that.
Anything to do with balls scares
Oh, it
me.
hurts to think about.
Yeah, it does. I was starting to squeeze.
I can see your face,
Yeah, dude. I hate nut things.
Same, so much.
I want nothing to do with
nuts. Nothing to do with nuts. No.
Yeah, fuck that, bro. Fuck that.
Anyway, that was the last call for this week. So thanks for tuning in. Give us a call if you want to be involved next week.
Thanks, guys. It was a pleasure as always. Lovely to hear all your voices, and we will see you on Wednesday.
See you Wednesday. Bye.